Hey guys, Mike Freeland coming at you again. Coming at you this time, as everyone knows, um, and I won't be saying this on every video, but everyone knows that I was originally just Man Cave Money here on YouTube, and then for some reason my account was shut down, and so now I'm rebuilding, if you will, kind of like the $6 million man. We can rebuild. We have the technology. However, I am trying to remember and put together a lot of the videos and things that I had previously that a lot of people said was really, really helpful. This was one video that I did get a couple of, one topic I'll say that I did get some good feedback on. It had a lot of hits and things, and so I guess I'll just say it again. And it's talking about the difference between linear income and residual income. Most of us, or all of us in corporate America, or those who've been in corporate America, knows a lot about linear income. I mean, you work, 30, 40, 20, if you're part-time, whatever, 20, 30, 40 hours a week or more, and then you wait on that check and you work more, and you wait on the check and you work more, and it's like when you're done, you get paid for the work that you've done one time, and that's it. Residual is pretty much getting paid, doing something one day, and having the privilege of getting paid on it over and over and over again based on a couple of things. People, still staying with whatever it is that you're doing, or actually whatever it is that you're doing that has an option of residual income. I like to always use an analogy of two pretty much well-known television shows, and actually two of my favorite television shows when I was growing up. One was Gilligan, and I'm sure many of you know about Gilligan's Island. If not, you can look it up on YouTube. And one was Good Times, the self-same way. Gilligan is what I usually do. Gilligan's Island is what I usually compare to linear income, and here's why. When Gilligan's Island was made or created, the gentleman who wrote it and created it or whatever, Schultz and I believe CBS or whatever, back then there was not a such thing as syndication as far as television. So the seven main characters and all their guests, I mean, if you've watched that show, it was Marianne, Ginger, the skipper, the professor, Mr. and Mrs. Howe, and Gilligan himself. Once upon a time, I knew the names of them. I know some of them: Donna Wells, Tina Lewis, Jim Backus, Alan Hale, Bob Denver, then a couple of them I don't. But in any event, those guys, when they were creating that show, they got paid for the episode that they did that time, one time only. Never saw another dime from the show. And at this point, somewhere in this world, that show is being shown, not shot, but shown somewhere in multiple languages, and CBS is still receiving royalties from that show, which was done back in the 50s, I believe. The surviving cast members right now, as we speak, I believe it's just Tina Louise and the gentleman who played the professor, and also Marianne. She's still here. I think those are the three that are still here. Now, if you do your research on Ginger or Tina Louise, you will find that she really doesn't like to talk about the show, and she kind of left with a little bitter taste because of various situations. But ultimately, they only got paid the one episode. The show is still running somewhere in this world, and the television company is getting paid, and these remaining cast members and all one and done. Now, flip over to the 70s when the show Good Times came on. And many of you know the cast of Good Times: Jimmy and James and Michael and Thelma and Walona, and all the list goes on. Eventually, Janet Jackson came on, and you had other regulars. Well, when this show came about, there was a such thing as television syndication, which simply means that you get a residual check or paid some kind of way every time this show is aired. Now, in my local area here in Maryland, this show is on usually 3 or 4 times a day, sometimes on the same channel. And somewhere along the line, these people are still getting residual checks off Good Times. And at this point right now, the only original cast member that's not with the company, or not with us, I should say, is Esther Roll, the lady who played the mom. But even still, I'm sure that somewhere there is a check being cut and sent to her estate. So that is the what I call residual income, because this show was done back in the 70s and they're still getting paid off of it. If that doesn't really, kind of give it to you, think about it. Think of some of your movie stars, someone like Will Smith. He came up, in the rap world with the rapping, and then he had Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, and then he did several movies. Well, he's still getting paid off Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. He's still getting paid off for some of his albums. Men in Black 3 is getting ready to come out, and he's still getting paid off of Men in Black 2. And that's all residual. That's the power of working from home and being in an industry where you can get paid over and over and over again based on something you did one time. That's why I like to use the term Gilligan money versus Good Times money. So that's pretty much what I wanted to share today. I got a lot of feedback when I shared this particular video on my other channel before it was closed, and there were quite a few people who had told me that they didn't really understand uh, the meaning of residual income until after they saw this video. And so I was glad that it helped them out. With that, this is Mike Freeland. Hey, comment if you want, thumbs it up, thumbs it down, whatever you want to do. Give me your feedback, and we look forward to shooting the next video. Until we talk to you guys later, take care and have a blessed day.